Hi, I'm Steve Thompson, president of Emery Thompson Machine.
I'm Christy Brown, Vice President of Sales and Marketing.
And today I'd like to introduce you to Michaela. Michaela, good morning. You're new to our staff. She'll be handling the part sales. Michaela is seeking to be so famous that she only goes by one name, just Michaela, and it's Michaela at emerythompson.com, and we'll teach you later how to spell Michaela. So Michaela, I guess you have a question for me.
I do. So Chad Weldeshofer writes, I've run into a lot of dead ends trying to find a 14% ice cream mix. They won't return my calls. They are not knowledgeable of what they sell. Do you have any contacts in the Cincinnati area?
Chad, that's a common question that we get all the time. We have a list. It's not complete. It's not every dairy in the United States, but we have a large list that we can send to you by contacting me, Steve at emerythompson.com, or Christy at emerythompson.com, and we can send that list out to you. I will tell you a couple of things. It seems to be inherent in the dairy industry that the person answering the phone at their office, unlike my staff, my team, who is cross-trained in every job, they really don't seem to know what they're selling other than that they have milk. So my biggest suggestion to you would be to get away from the person answering the phone at a dairy and ask for a salesperson. And then you can ask them about 10, 12, 14, 16% butterfat. But you've got to get away from the initial person answering the phone and get to a salesperson who can help you.
All right, I have one. So why doesn't Italian ice have any expansion? Well, that's very easy because it's just sugar water. There's no fat content. The best way to explain that is if you were to take heavy whipping cream and you were to take a whisk and you were going to whip it really fast, you're going to get very fluffiness and you're going to make your own Cool Whip. If you were to take sugar water and put it in a bowl and do the same thing with a whisk, it's not going to go anywhere. It's just sugar and water, so there's virtually no expansion. There's a little bit in there, but not enough to count for anything.
All right.
People just don't understand there's no fat.
Yeah, no fat cells, no air expansion.
More sugar, but no fat.
Yeah, fat-free. Sounds great on paper.
Yeah.
You have another one for me? So we're breaking her in to ask questions now.
Jill writes, my bulldog, Twiggy May, loves ice cream. Is there a way to make ice cream that is okay for dogs to eat and doesn't contain a lot of chemicals?
Jill, the answer to that is I don't know. I don't have a recipe for making dog ice cream, but we have heard of so many of our customers who do know how to make it. So I'm going to ask my customers out there, will you please contact one of the three of us? And if you don't mind sharing your recipe, you can leave out some, secret ingredients like cinnamon or something like that. But we really would like to know what do you make to sell to dogs. Us dog lovers will buy anything for our dogs and we'll pay any price. So let's find out for Jill what she needs to do with her Emery Thompson to make dog ice cream and dog ice cream, Eskimo pie type products, things like that. We'll find out. Christy?
Mine is, do you need to thaw your fruit out before putting it into the machine if you buy frozen fruit? No, you don't have to, but I would definitely recommend doing so. The fact is because when fruit is frozen, it's kind of icy. When you let it thaw, especially the frozen fruits, it creates its own juice, and that's my favorite part. So it's making its own juice and syrup with extra sweetness to it. So if you buy fresh strawberries and wash them and let them dry, it's not the same as buying the frozen and letting them thaw. So definitely let them thaw, and they'll break down in the machine a lot better, because if you put them in frozen also, they're going to come out solid frozen most likely, and it's not fun trying to bite into a gigantic frozen strawberry or blueberries either. So definitely let them thaw and put them in the machine and let the machine do its job.
Good advice. Bilquist writes, hello, I just watched your video on the Rainbow Maker. That would be this, which Christy has talked about in the past, to make 3 flavors. My question is, what do you call the double divider and where can I buy it? I forgot to also show you, we make it also for a gelato pan. And this is the double divider. And you just put that into the tub and it divides your tub into 2, so you can have lemon ice on one side and cherry ice on the other if you like, or any other 2 flavors. Little quick story, it was our Vice President, Slade Harmon, who named this the Great Divide. And I thought, this is terrific. And then I'm at the supermarket and I see that one of the ice cream manufacturers also has an ice cream called Great Divide. So I did some research since it was one of our customers and tried to see who invented the name first. Turns out they did. So we're kind of hiding low and maybe not calling it the Great Divide because I think we're stealing their patented name or trademark name. But that will do the job if you need it.
2.5 gallon containers, not the 3. So those fit in the 2.5 gallon containers.
Mm-hmm. Anything else for you? Otherwise, I have one
I was
more.
going to say, I was a little lazy this week. Sorry, guys. I only have 2.
Mike, how much time do we have left?
About 4 minutes.
Oh, perfect. I have a long-winded one. A lady in Norfolk, Virginia writes, I've been testing a lot of different homemade ice creams made on Emery Thompson machines. They seem to have more flavor than the ice creams. Are they crazy or is there a difference? Well, Jill, I can't really say if you're crazy or not, but we do feel that there is a big taste difference, and Christy has touched on this in past programs too. The fact that we're the only machine where the nuts, cookies, candies, and fruit can go right into the machine so that for every particle of dairy, there's a particle of ice cream right next to it, is going to make a tremendously different taste for the ice creams that you have. That's the big thing, is that our machines are capable of having all these ingredients go in where none of the others are. Also, the other companies are pretty much stuck buying from major flavor suppliers, which have their place, and I use some too. But for the most part, Tie-Dye Jeff and I and Christy pick our flavors at the supermarket, literally walking up and down the aisles and say, hey, that would make a great ice cream. So you're dealing with a lot fresher product than you're going to find in a lot of other stores. So the combination of using great flavors and an Emery Thompson is what's going to make you a terrific ice cream. I think we're about through for the day. Michaela, see, it wasn't terrifying. You did great. Christy, terrific. And so thank you very much. And Christy and I will see you next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye.